Well, the government of Nepal has lifted its ban on social media platforms following intense nationwide protests. The demonstrations, which erupted after the government blocked 26 unregistered platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, and X, turned deadly on Monday. At least 19 were killed and 400 others were injured as police used water cannons, tear gas, and live ammunition to disperse the crowd in Kathmandu and other parts of the country. The United Nations resident coordinator in Nepal expressed deep sorrow over the deaths and injuries. Nepal's National Human Rights Commission, NHRC, called the use of excessive force regrettable, emphasizing that the Constitution and international human rights law guarantee the right to peaceful dissent. Monday marked the deadliest day in Nepali history since the overthrow of the monarchy in 2006, when a total of 18 people died in weeks of protest. In response to the violence, Nepal's Home Minister resigned, citing moral responsibility. A leader of the Nepali Congress Party within the ruling coalition stepped down as calls for accountability grew louder. The resignation came as the Nepali cabinet convened an emergency meeting and formed an investigation committee to look into the violence. It has been given 15 days time to prepare a report looking into the aspect of how the situation escalated and the possible factors behind it. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli expressed grief over the deaths, alleging that infiltration by some unwanted elements in the peaceful demonstration forced the government to use force to protect public property. Now, he clarified, and I'm quoting here, the government did not intend to ban social media sites, but to regulate them. Social media services, including WhatsApp, were restored as the government urged people to withdraw their protest programs. And for more on this, WION's correspondent Saloni Murarka is now joining us on the phone line on the broadcast. Thank you so much, Saloni, for joining us. If you could just quickly give us a detail of what is happening right now. The latest we know is a curfew has been imposed in several areas in the capital, Kathmandu. And also, if you could just brief us about, what are the social media that have been restored so far?
Okay, firstly, the government has imposed curfews across several districts to curb further unrest. Speaking about the Kathmandu Valley, all the three districts are under curfew at the moment. That is Lalitpur, Bhaktapur, and Kathmandu. And just to avoid any unrest that can happen potentially. And following which, the schools, colleges have also been shut down across the capital. And many of the students I spoke to, their exams and all have been postponed. And yes, the social media, multiple meta apps, major platforms, social media platforms were restored last evening. That was after the day's bloodshed, and this decision was taken during an emergency cabinet meeting that was called by the Prime Minister. And following the cabinet meeting, it was seen that the media's social platform we were able to access, especially the WhatsApp, Instagram, X, Facebook, YouTube. And slowly we are seeing that it is being restored on all of the devices. And as in the political aspect, the opposition parties, which is being led by a meeting has been called actually by the former Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal's Maoist party. So all the opposition party leaders, as we speak, are holding a meeting here in Kathmandu to just following the violent protests and to also state a coordinated opposition response to the situation. Following the protest last evening, many of the political leaders, including from the coalition government, they came out against the protest and they've demanded the Home Minister's resignation, which was followed later. But the opposition says the Prime Minister himself should resign, as he's also accountable and answerable to the situation. But the Home Minister has resigned and he has taken all the responsibility for it. But what the protesters and the Gen Zs, they say is that just a resignation is not enough. We want an thorough investigation into this matter and also resignation of the Prime Minister. We see that the situation here is tensed. Despite the curfew, many of the Gen Zs have gathered around the parliament as we speak. And even security officials have been deployed in all the three districts. It's very tense at the moment. Political meetings are ongoing, and even the key coalition partner of KP Sharma Oli's government, that is the Nepali Congress,
Right.
even many of the leaders within the party are asking the party to withdraw from the government. So we
Absolutely.
can even
Right. Of course, I just wanted to read there. Now we're talking about the Prime Minister KP Sharma. He came out saying that the government did not intend to ban social media sites, but to regulate them. We know that they were trying to get some approvals through these social media platforms. Do we have any kind of reactions from these social media platforms? Any kind of talks between them?
the officials were expecting them to register, but
Right.
as on Thursday evening, the restrictions were imposed on social media. It was only the one of the Nepali apps and the other, of the social media platform that approached, but not major Meta app. They did not reach out with the registration process to the government, and even with the protest ongoing, we have not heard anything from that side.
All right.
And as you said, the government has defended its move, saying that the regulation of social media is required and is necessary. However, it was lifted, yes, last evening.
All right. Of course, we're yet to see what kind of meeting we see that you just mentioned of the opposition and the ruling party. But thank you so much, Saloni, for joining us. And of course, we'll be getting back to you if any latest updates come in that.